All right, we are live on YouTube. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here tonight on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams, the new home of most of my live streams, and in the future, probably almost all of my live streams. If you're here for the first time, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell, selecting all notifications so that way you don't miss anything. And you also need to be subscribed in order to chat in the live stream chat. Once you subscribe, you can start chatting immediately. It is, what is it, Thursday today? Yeah, it is Thursday, April 14th, 2022. If you're here live, welcome to the show. If you're here watching the replay, stick around because this is going to have tremendous evergreen value. I've got a couple of great stories to go over here tonight. One is a blog story that my lady sent me earlier on in the week, and I've been meaning to get to this because it's really, really good. Finally was able to get to it tonight. And then as a bonus, I'm going to be throwing in a Reddit story. But before we get to all of that, wow, my camera's acting up a little weird here, a little jittery, but it'll fix itself. It'll fix itself. Let me first of all make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it absolutely has. And let me also check out the back end of YouTube and make sure that everything is rolling smoothly. I'll get the chat here in just a second. Okay, we are looking good. Before we get to the blog here, let me check out the chat and see who's here. Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube. Hey, brother, what's going on? Hey, Rosie, if you're still around, welcome to the Mod Crew. Glad you are here tonight and hope everything's going well for you in your neck of the woods. Not So Nerdy Gaming, thank you so much for reconnecting again earlier today. We've known each other for many years now, and I'm glad that we've reconnected. We'll definitely talk more tomorrow if you're around, and I'll help you out as best as possible. American Dream 6.2. Yeah, I got your text message yesterday. I want to make sure that that is actually you in the chat there. Once you send me a text message, American Dream 6.2, I will verify it's you. I wrote that in the chat as well, and I will moderate you on this channel. GLM's Dramasphere Peace Coalition. God, you're always here, GLM. Like, some of you people, like, are always here. Come day, come night, come rain, come shine. Wow, man. Wow. Hope you're doing well this evening. I'm doing quite well, GLM. How are you doing? Happy Thursday. Welcome to the show, she says. The weather's been ugly in the Bay Area these last couple days. Well, we need to get a little bit of rain. It's supposed to rain over the next few days with a little overcast today, and we got a little bit of rain, but not much. But I hear we're going to be getting some good rain over the next couple of days. GLM says, Dream is a good man. I'm a fan, Eli. Just let me be a fan. Well, yeah, GLM, your situation is quite strange because, you know, you love drama. You love to participate with the drama groups. You say you're the Dramasphere Peace Coalition. I don't know. I don't know what to think about you, GLM. I guess this is just a way for you to pass the time. It's all good. It's all good. You play by the rules, you'll be fine. That's all that really matters. All right. So let's get right to it. Tonight's topic is boyfriend hasn't taken girlfriend on a date in 4 years and refuses intimacy. One more time. Boyfriend hasn't taken girlfriend on a date in 4 years and refuses intimacy. So that's the first, piece I'm going to be covering here tonight. And then, depending on how long that takes, I may take a quick break and then come back with the Reddit posting. I found a very interesting Reddit posting that I'm going to be sharing with you folks and putting my own spin on tonight. And this is going to be from the subreddit Dating Over 30. And the original poster's title is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? Is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? That should be a pretty obvious question, but I'm going to save my feedback for when I get to this posting. It's a long post. The original poster says, "Warning, long post." And he's been dating an amazing woman for about a month. Okay, we're going to get to that. We may have to take a break before we get to that because it's going to be pretty long. So without further ado, let's go ahead and switch on over to the browser source and get to this blog posting that my lady suggested to me. She felt it'd be a great story to share with the people out here on YouTube that follow me. This is from the USA Today website, their blog section. And let me just turn off the chat for a second so you can actually see this title. "My boyfriend hasn't taken me on a date in 4 years and refuses to be intimate. When do I end it?" Why haven't you ended it is the question I'm asking. "My boyfriend hasn't taken me on a date in 4 years and refuses to be intimate. When do I end it?" Let's turn the chat back on. Also, I am blocked from your main channel. Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you recognize that, GLM. I'll figure out what to do with you another time. Just enjoy the show here tonight, and it's all good. All right? Let's see here. Oh, how sweet. We're not going to play this video. This was written by, it looks like a young lady by the name of Morgan Absher. She looks like she's in her mid to late 20s. She looks pretty young. This was published April 11th, 2022. So literally 3 days ago. Question: "My boyfriend and I have been dating for 6 years now. We started dating in grade 11. Wow, in high school. But we've basically been better together since grade 8. We even went to university together and now share an apartment. He is a great guy and has always been my best friend even before we started dating." Yeah, I mean, back in the days of traditionalism, it was very common that high school sweethearts and grammar school sweethearts would end up falling in love and dating. A lot of times they would take a break, date other people to get more experience, and then get back together and start living together and then get engaged and get married. But nowadays, it's very rare to see something like this work out because, people are curious and people like to explore typically in their teens and their early to mid 20s at least. And a lot of men and women nowadays don't start thinking about settling down until they're, late 20s or early 30s, which I think is, pushing it, especially if you want to have kids, because as a woman enters her 30s, her biological clock starts to tick tock, right? And so that's what we're up against nowadays, and that's what I feel is happening here. When we started dating, it was amazing. It always is amazing, that honeymoon period, right? The sex is great. You're excited. You're attracted to each other. It's fun and interesting, exciting, spontaneous, right? He was the most romantic and best boyfriend ever. Wow. What happened, man? What did you do to, get him to stop being that way? I was obsessed with him. That's the problem right there. There you go. You answered your own question, ma'am. I was obsessed with him and felt like the luckiest girl in the world. You probably suffocated the shit out of him, ma'am. And that'll get a guy to run faster than he can blink his eyes, or than you can blink your eyes. That being said, as time went on and we went to university, he stopped wanting to be intimate with me as much as usual. Stopped buying me flowers, hasn't taken me on a date in about 4 years, and rarely compliments me. Anytime we are intimate is because I'm initiating it, and most times he will shut me down about 4 times before agreeing and wanting to do anything. First of all, do you still look the same way as you did when you first met, or did you gain weight? And if you're still looking the same, what I think it could be is that you suffocated this guy. You're making it too easy for him. There's no challenge. Like if a guy knows he can have you at his beck and call, he's going to get bored of you, just like you'd get bored of him if the opposite was happening. If he was obsessing with you, ma'am, you'd be turned off by him. That's what I think is happening here. Let me check out the chat here real quick. Let's see here. GLM says, Eli, me and my dude have broken up. I left them on Sunday and didn't say bye. I realized yesterday that Sunday was his birthday. Pretty sure I'm a bad person. Well, if you're stating the truth there, GLM, why did you leave him? What happened? Did he cheat on you? Were you just not feeling it? What was really going on? Or are you just making that up? I mean, what's going on, GLM? Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube. Thanks for the mod, Eli. You're very welcome, Rosie. Rosie, welcome to the mod crew. Big round of applause. Welcome. All right. Let's see here. GLM says, not making it up. Well, tell us a little bit more, GLM. Let me know. What happened? Why did you break up with him? What did he do? Did you just get bored? There has to be a reason. You want a new flavor? Let's speak your language. You want a new flavor, not flavor, flavor. Right? Anyway. I have bawled my eyes out and talked to him about it probably over 75 times over the last 4 years. Man, you're overwhelming this guy. You're suffocating him. You killed him. You killed him. You suffocated him to death, ma'am. Even asking him if he's still into me and saying if not, he should just leave me. Well, he's probably emotionally attached to you, and he probably doesn't want to hurt you. But obviously, ma'am, if the guy, was attracted to you, he'd be tearing off your clothes and taking you without even asking your permission. That's what typically happens in a relationship. He always answers that he's so in love with me and thinks I'm so beautiful and apparently loves being intimate with me, but has a bad way of showing it. That's absolute bullshit. He loves this girl, loves this woman, but is not in love with her. He loves her more like a friend and doesn't want to hurt her. That's what's happening here. And he could be banging somebody or multiple other women on the side, and she would never know. Apparently, mentally for him, he finds doing anything romantic with me very hard because he's just not good at it, which I know is a lie because the first 2 years of dating, he was something out of a movie with how cute and romantic he was. Ma'am, you smothered this guy. You suffocated him. And you've made it way too easy for him. No challenge. What I like about the woman I'm with, and babe, if you're watching tonight, welcome to the show. What I like about my woman is that she's a challenge and she's interesting. And every day is a different day with her. Like, we get along great. We love each other. We have a great time and the chemistry is all there. But there's always something new with her and the anticipation to find out what's going on with her day. And for her on the flip side, the anticipation of her, waiting to find out, what happened during my day, that makes it interesting. You bored this guy. You smothered him. You suffocated him. Right? That's what's going on. Who agrees here? Who agrees? Okay. I really don't know what to do anymore. It's time to let him go, man. You should have let him go a long time ago. You haven't been on a date in 4 years, and you very rarely have intimacy, and it's forced. It's forced if it happens. Other than all the romantic and intimacy issues, we get along great. And when we are intimate, it is good. I just feel I shouldn't always be the one initiating it. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. You shouldn't be. It should be the guy initiating the intimacy most of the time. It doesn't mean you can't, but if you have to initiate it 100% of the time, if either side has to initiate it 100% of the time. There's something wrong there. Should I walk away? My boyfriend moved in after just a few months and then totally changed. Well, maybe he got comfortable too. Maybe, like I said, you're not making the challenge. You're not holding him accountable to do anything. He's gotten really bored. He's gotten really overly comfortable with you. And he doesn't feel the same level of excitement he did the first couple of years when you were probably more of a challenge. I feel like his lack of romance has given me doubts and driven me to have body issues and be somewhat insecure. Well, women are naturally insecure at a normal biological level. So, that's a normal feeling, even if things are going great. But you have reason to have doubts because he's just not into you. A guy that's into you is going to tell you, not all the time, but at least once a day, he's going to uplift you and say, baby, you know what? You're incredible, right? And she'll say the same thing to you, right? It needs to be an equal balance. If he's not expressing that to you regularly, in a reasonable way, then there's nothing there. At this point, I'm not sure what to do, as I've told him how I feel, and it's always, I'm working on it, but there has been little to no progress, and I'm not sure I can continue to feel this way for another year. What should I do? Leave him, man. It's time to move on. Leave the guy. It's over. It is over. With a capital O. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. I think she's trying to hit on you, Eli. A woman might have to use those police tactics. I doubt that, bro. She just likes to have fun and cure her boredom. You're talking about GLM. GLM says, I've decided I'm not even going to read that. Coach Eli, I'm here and listening. Respect to the Ramator. American Dream 6.2. American Dream. Can you send me a text message letting me know that's you in the chat? And I will moderate you. Send me a text on my cell right now so I know it's you. You have my number. You texted me yesterday or earlier today. Let me know. Hi, GLM says Dream 6.2. Could the people I have blocked in the chat please not address me? I come in peace to Eli. Okay. ODN, Old Dirty Ninja says, American Dream. Yes, welcome American Dream. Dream, send me the damn text. GLM says, hey there, Dream. Dream was a good counselor to me and helped me get away from my ex. Well, great. Awesome, Dream. Glad you could help GLM. The question is, how you been doing, Dream? You getting better? Have you cut your drinking, especially while you're live on YouTube? Are things getting better for you? Are you still with your wife? Are things going okay? Hopefully so, bro. I feel like his lack of romance. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Answer. This is the blog writer, I believe, answering. Answer. A regular co-host on my podcast, Two Hot Takes, Lauren Rolfe, has dealt with something very similar in a past relationship. I think she would be a great person to address your issue. So I'm going to suggest she weigh in. Lauren, what do you think? No, she's cute. But I'm happy with my lady. It's all right to say women are cute. She's a good-looking woman. It's me, brother, says Mike, American Dream. All right. It is American Dream. American Dream 6.2. Welcome to the mod crew. I will also add you to the mod crew on my main channel. This channel is not monetized, at least not yet, but it is getting there, Dream. I've got probably about 2,700 watch hours now, and getting closer to 800 subscribers. I mean, I'll probably qualify for monetization over the next, probably sometime between the next 3 to 4 weeks, I'm assuming, and I'll see if I monetize this. We'll see. If you think I should monetize this channel, write monetize it in the chat. If not, put don't monetize it. Let's see here. Dream Pops Caps. Dream was going to have a showdown with the Popo. Well, American Dream has had many showdowns with the police, man. I mean, some of the content American Dream has put out. Wow, man. Dream, I'm glad you're still alive, and I'm glad you're doing all right, bro. Old Dirty Ninja. Gangsta. So where is my Nightbot here? Why is Nightbot not running? That is interesting. Give me a second here. Folks, give me a second here. Let me see what's going on with Nightbot. What is going on with Nightbot? Let me see here. Let me see. Give me a second here. Let me see here. Huh. Give me a second here, folks. Let me check out the back end. I thought I already had Nightbot installed here, but something weird happened. Just a second, please. Boo-doop, boop, boo-doop, boo-doop, boo. No, Nightbot should be here, so he should start working any second now. Let's see. How is Dream a mod, but I can't get unblocked? Well, Dream's been cool with me for the most part. The only reason why, I stepped away from Dream was because he couldn't get away from the drama. But Dream never talked any smack. He was always a good guy. ODN says monetize it. All right. Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube, says, Eli, do you know you can stream from mobile at 50 plus followers? Yes, I know you can do that, Rosie, but if you have less than 1,000 subscribers, the mobile live stream version is limited. Until you get to 1,000 subscribers, you get the full-blown version. So once you get 50 subscribers and less than 1,000, you can have all your subscribers can view your live stream plus an additional 50 people that are not subscribed. They limit it to 50 new people. When you get to 1,000 subscribers, a few weeks later, they automatically update you to the full-blown unlimited version with unlimited new people. Plus, with the limited version, once you end your mobile live stream, the live stream replay automatically goes to private, and you have to set it to public yourself. With the full version, once you get to over 1,000 subscribers, it stays public on its own, and the replay is there. Is that the real you, Jules? Oh, wow. Jules is back? What's happening? A lot of people are coming back. Wow, Jules, if that's the real you, how are you? Jules, are you on Facebook? Are you on Facebook, Jules? Jules, is that your same channel, 3.93K subscribers? Is that the same channel you've had? Yeah. Well, no, I think your original channel got shut down. You started a new one March 27th, 2020, and you have almost 4K subscribers. Jules, do me a favor. Look me up on Facebook under Elias Dimitri. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. Melas. And send me a messenger, a Facebook Messenger request, and send me an audio message so that way I can verify it's you. I use Facebook Messenger now because it has the audio feature where you can hear someone's voice, and you know it's not a troll that created a fake account. So everyone coming back because you are respected, Coach. Well, thank you, American Dream. And Jules, once I verify it to you, I'll probably moderate you too. I'd like to chat. Have you reconnected with anyone else, Jules? It's great to see you again. Have you reconnected with any of the other people? And how has that gone for you? No new one, no drama. Okay. That's her, Eli. Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. This is great. Yeah, there's Nightbot. Nightbot's working now. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, American Dream. I love you too, bro. I love all you folks. I'm very, very humbled by what's been happening lately. It's really nice to see you folks here. Give me just 1 second. Give me 1 second. Interesting. Interesting. All right. All right. So when it comes to a committed relationship, I recommend focusing on what you feel versus what your partner is saying. It doesn't matter if your partner says they love you or respect you 100 times a day if you don't feel you are receiving love and respect the way you would like. It's a two-way street. Attraction, like I've always said, attraction is a must and not a choice. You're either going to feel it I can't even talk. You're either going to feel it for somebody from the very beginning, right when you lay eyes on each other, it's going to carry its way through the relationship, or it will never be there. I moved along, Eli. I don't see or speak to anyone from the past. How did you, oh, you must have remembered this channel. This is my secondary channel. You know, this is not my main monetized channel, but I'm going to be moving most of my live streams over to this channel. Did this pop up in your feed, or did you just want to check in, or were you thinking about reaching out? Because I never had any problems with you, Jules. We had some great conversations. You, myself, and Jonathan Tuttle, who now runs, the Adventures with JT channel, JT for short. You and JT, that first month I came back on YouTube on my former channel, not my former channel, my other main monetized channel. You guys helped me get to 4,000 watch hours in 1 month. We did those late night long panels, and we had some really great conversations, and I really, really enjoyed that. So if you're open, to coming back, and maybe we can do some shows with some of the people here, JT and Coach J. Rom, another guy that I'll introduce you to. I mean, there are a lot of great people here that are starting to come back. Things are really getting back to normal. It popped up in my feed. That's great. Awesome. Awesome. YouTube, you're doing your job. You are doing your job. All right, let me move this a little bit back here because you can't see it there. Just a second here. I'm sorry, folks. I know these shows are kind of all over the place because lots of people are coming back, and I really want to welcome them back. And for some reason, this is offline. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this here so that way it's easier to see. Give me a second here. Why isn't that? Yeah. Give me a second. Here we go. Now we can see that a heck of a lot better. All right. Hey, Dion, Sifu Smo, how you doing, bro? When it comes to a committed relationship, I recommend focusing on what you feel versus what your partner is saying. Absolutely. You got to go with how you feel. It doesn't matter if your partner says they love you or respect you 100 times a day if you don't feel you are receiving love and respect the way you would like. And also, you feel the attraction too. You both have to feel mutual attraction for each other. Okay. Sometimes we gravitate towards familiarity, safety, and our routine, which is why it is easy to stay in a situation we are unhappy with. And that's what's happening with this woman and this guy. This guy is not attracted to her physically, but he likes her as a friend and he feels comfortable with her and he's just keeping her around. And it's eventually just, going to all implode. And I think she needs to just step away if she's not getting what she's wanted. Most women would have stepped away a long time ago. I mean, they haven't been on a date in 4 freaking years. I would have been gone, after 2 weeks or a month if things changed. It's way too long. There must be something wrong with this woman. I don't know. Maybe she just is very, very, very insecure and feels she just can't get any other man. But anyway. Now, this may not be your case, but it is something I've noticed with friends and family in their relationships, especially when it comes to partners they started dating at an early age, right? You don't have any other experience. So, it's going to be much harder to settle down, at this level when this is the only experience you've ever had. You have nothing to compare it to. That's why, anything can happen. It's still possible you can meet someone in high school, your high school sweetheart, and get married and be happy, but it's very, very rare. Go out there, have some experiences, date a few people before you settle down. Get some experience. My husband's best friend lives with us. Can I kick him out? You have been with your partner for quite some time, and it is easy to imagine the potential you could have and ignore the reality of where he's at. If you feel you have communicated your needs effectively and there has been no change, then it is time for you. Then it is time you figure out what is best for you. Usually women emotionally check out of relationships before they actually make the decision to end it. This is very, very true. So when a woman, starts to lose interest in the guy, she doesn't break up with him right away. What typically happens is women fall out of love slowly over time. Okay. And the moment they start feeling, a loss of attraction, they're going to stay in the relationship and see if the guy has changed. They might give you some subtle hints about what they're feeling is not working for them to see if you'll change them. And if you don't make those changes and raise her attraction level back up to where it was within a month or 2 or 3 months, then she's going to eventually, cheat on you. Or not cheat on you, but, leave you. And most women, or at least some of them, will be lining up your replacement in the meantime and possibly even cheating on you to make sure that their replacement pans out before they leave you, because women just don't want to be alone. That's just the way it is. Let's see. So you may have the answer to your issues already, but may be avoiding it because it is scary to act on. And while change can be scary, it is sometimes necessary to grow. Yeah, if it's not working out, you got to cut your losses. And no one wants to hurt anyone, but you know what? If it's not working out for you, you have to let the person know, and you have to, let them down as gently as possible, and move on to someone that's going to make you more happy and fulfilled. Okay? If not, it's going to drive you crazy. It's not going to end well. However, you may decide you'd like to grow. However, you may decide you'd like to give your relationship another shot, and that is also okay. Sure. If that's how you truly feel, no problem. Okay, but do it for the right reasons, because you actually feel it and you want to truly try to make it work after you decide to do so. Let me check out the chat here real quick. All right. Do. Let me see here. Where are we at? Eli, can you help me get 4K watch hours? You just got to put out more content, Rosie. Stream more, put out more content, run live stream panels. I mean, how do you suggest I help you get 4,000 watch hours? I mean, I'm willing to go on other people's streams, but I don't have the time to spend all day on somebody's streams. I can spend an hour or so on other people's streams once a week or so. But getting the 4,000 hours, you got to put out consistent content. You got to do live streams with some panels, have some interesting conversation, and you got to keep the audience around. You got to keep a lot of people on your stream, and you got to keep them around for 2 to 3 hours, and that watch time will rack up. That's the way to do it. How many do you have, Rosie, is what GLM is asking. American Dream 6.2. Hi, Dion. Seafood Smoke Dion says, hey, Dream. And we're all coming back, huh? Rosie Wren, the queen of YouTube, over 2K. That's cool. Yeah, my other channel, I just hit 100,000 watch hours lifetime. So that channel's been around almost 3.5 years. And it has a total of over 100,000 hours of watch time. So no problem there. But I've got over 1,000 videos, and it's been around for a while. This one has like 2,700. And I should be able to get to 4,000 within the next, I'd say, somewhere between maybe 3 or 4 weeks max, maybe a little less, depending on how many streams I do and the turnout and all of that. Let's see. I'm sure you can help with that, Rosie. Yeah, I just made the recommendation. Run live stream panels. Do a lot of pre-recorded videos. Put out 2 to 3 pieces of content per day. But it's got to be good, and people have got to watch it. Got to create good, engaging content to get people to view it and watch it all the way through. Old Dirty Ninja says Sifu, and Old Dirty Ninja furthermore says, what typically happens is they talk smack about the guy behind his back to his best friend or worst enemy. LOL, joking. Yeah, absolutely. It sucks. American Dream 6.2. I'll be back, Coach. Gotta go. I'll see you next stream. My wife left me. She's given me a chance to recreate myself. I embrace and accept it. I'm okay. I just need to forgive myself. Could be all for the better, Dream. Let's talk real soon. You can update me behind the scenes. Thank you for stopping by. And Dream says, I'm good, though. ODN's giving them a clap. Zero Jewel says, I've never understood women who have a new partner before splitting from the last one. Most women nowadays, Jules, are not like you that are, a little old school and do things the right way. Most women nowadays can't be without a man, and they will line up your replacement before they break up with their current guy because they just don't want to be alone. That's just how a lot of the modern women are, Jules. And yeah. It sucks, but that's just the way it is. That's why as a man, you got to show up being a man. You got to be cool, calm, and collective and be a good guy. But you also, have to be a strong guy and, know what it takes to create attraction with a lady and keep the attraction going. You got to take her out on dates. You got to go to nice dinners, go to nice hiking adventures, weekend getaway trips. I mean, if you're going to be with a woman, why wouldn't you want to do those things anyway, right? If you're going to date a woman, then date a woman. Don't just get with a woman just for occasional sex and then to sit at home all the time. That's not going to work for any woman. Well, it kind of sounds like the guy was doing at the beginning of this blog, that section I was reading at the beginning of this blog. Let's see. American Dream 6.2 says, it is great that she gave me the out. Makes you feel better, bro. That's what you wanted because you didn't want to hurt her feelings, but you wanted to get out too. Now I'm whole, I guess. Well, you want to go out there and find some younger vajayjay, right? Right, American Dream 6.2. Sorry to hear that. Dream says 0 joules. All right, we are at 39 minutes. Let's finish wrapping this up, and then I'm going to take a break and come back to read that longer Reddit posting. Let's see here. If you decide to stay with your partner, I recommend looking into love languages and attachment styles. I've done videos on those. I'll probably do more videos on love languages and attachment styles. There are many different kinds, and it gets pretty interesting. And those are things that we can discuss on these panels. The love languages, the way people show love can be vastly different. The love languages have been grouped into 5 categories: physical touch, words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, and gift giving. All 5 of those are pretty important. The only one to me that, a woman doesn't have to do is give me gifts, but I'm a gift giver. I love physical touch. I give words of affirmation to my lady all the time. I give her quality time and acts of service. I give her gifts. And she gives me everything, including gifts. But I tell her, don't give me gifts, baby. It's okay. I don't need you to give me gifts, but she still does every now and then. So I honestly think all 5 are important, but we'll do a separate show on that with a panel and get the opinions regarding this from both men and women. There are many books on this topic that can help you to further explore your needs, your partner's needs, and how both needs can be met while also promoting a deeper connection between you two. Yeah, I don't have anything to add to that. That's well said, well written. This was great, babe. This was a great blog article. Thank you so much for that. If you're around, babe, send me a text. She's probably taking a nap. She probably had a long day. In my past, I have been in a relationship where my partner and I had completely different love languages, and it caused some conflicts. Well, the truth of the matter is that at least 4 out of those 5 aspects of the love language need to be there, and typically all 5 need to be there. And some people are just more giving and loving than others. Some people are just really closed off and expect more. Love is about giving and not receiving. So whether you're a man or a woman, you need to go into the relationship as an individual to give to the relationship, not expecting to get. And like I tell my lady's like, why do you do so many nice things for me? Why do you do all this? Like, I've never had a guy do this for me. I said, you know why? Because you don't expect anything. You don't ask for anything. That's the reason why. You're a good woman. You're loyal. You're faithful. You're consistent. You're respectful. You support my purpose, right? Why the hell would I not take care of a woman that's taking care of me without expectation? And it just makes it real simple. When you feel respected and appreciated, you feel like giving that person everything. And she'll keep getting everything as long as she stays that way. If she changes, that's a different story, but she's not going to change. You're not going to change, baby. Anyway. Let's see, where were we at? Something that really helped us to understand each other better was to take an online quiz on love languages separately and talk about our results together after. Through this exercise, I realized that I was so focused on how I want to experience love from him that I wasn't thinking about how he wanted to experience love from me. Well, you got to go there to give love in the way that you know how to give love. And he needs to show up giving love the way that he knows how to give love. And if it works and it's compatible, it'll just work out. You can't go there, going out of your way to do things you feel are going to make him happy and vice versa. You got to go there being yourselves and just seeing if you're compatible naturally. Let's see here. Learning about him helped me give him a space to communicate his feelings with me, which in turn led him to hearing my needs more clearly as well. This is an intimate, vulnerable exchange, so be sure to give each other grace and the room to talk freely. Feeling love from our partner is the most basic emotional need in a relationship, and you deserve to find that, whether it be in your current relationship or elsewhere. Wishing you the best, Morgan and Lauren. All right. So that is that. Let me go back to full screen. Relationships are, they're not simple to maintain, but the concept of a relationship is simple. Is that you, Jules, that just sent me a message on Messenger? Let me know if that is you, and I will accept it later tonight. Just want to make sure that that is you. But when you go into a relationship, you go there to give. You go there to give love, and you expect nothing. And when you give love, and the other person feels you're being genuine and real, they're going to give you the same thing. And that makes it genuine and real and easy and free flowing. If you try to, strategize it too much, if you try to overthink it, if you overthink relationships, it never works out. You've got to allow the natural flow of progression to take things where they're meant to go. And another thing nowadays, many guys have emotional issues. They're emotionally closed off, or they're emotionally unavailable or unaware, or they lack emotional intelligence. And that stems back to the way they were raised in their childhood by their mother and father. Maybe they came from a broken household. Maybe their mother was more dominant and wearing the pants in the marriage, and the father was more submissive and feminized in the relationship. And so, that really confuses little boys and little girls, and it affects the way that they behave when they grow up. I sent you a message on Facebook, Eli. Okay, yeah, I got that. I'm not going to mention the name, but it starts with the letter A, right? The letter A is the first letter, right? That's all you have to say, and I will connect with you later tonight, early tomorrow morning. I got it here on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that. Awesome. So let's see here. Yeah, I think that ends my thought on that. Men need to learn to become more emotionally available and emotionally aware, because that's what women want. And that's what you should want also as a man. A relationship is never going to work out unless you have that mental and emotional bond on top of the physical attraction. And then you have the spiritual bond as well. Okay. If you're sexually attracted to each other, yeah, you might have some great sex for a little while. But if the mental, emotional, and spiritual aren't there as well, it's going to be short lived. That's just the way it goes. All right, let me check out the chat before we cue up some royalty-free music and take the first break here. Let's see here. Eli, can you be part of my next panel? Well, sure, we can do that. If you want to get a panel together with some people from here, or get with Lewis behind the scenes, and we could do a panel. I can pop on for half an hour or so, Rosie. We can do that. That would be fine. But you got to give me a little advance notice. I've gotten really, really, really super busy with everything I've been doing, and lots is happening. But yeah, give me a little notice, few days or so, and we can make it happen. Absolutely. Yeah. ODN says Jamie is more like the female in his online pretend relationships. Just a side note. Okay. I wouldn't disagree with that, to be honest with you, to be frank. Jules says, I'm just about to take my dog for a walk on the beach. Take care. You're like, take care, Jules. I'll connect with you later tonight or tomorrow through Facebook Messenger, and we will go from there. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for stopping by. It's just really nice to reconnect with you. I'm reconnecting with a lot of great people lately, and it's a really, really good feeling. It's a really good feeling, folks. The tide is turning for all the good people that have suffered the drama disease for the past several years. It's just really, really nice. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cue up some royalty-free YouTube music here. And yeah, let's do it. Give me a second here. What do I want to play? Let me see here. Let me see here. Just need one more. Let's see here. Do. Yes. All right. Music is all queued up. I'm going to step away for a 9 or 10 minute break. And when we return, we're going to get to the one long Reddit posting as some bonus content here tonight. We're going to head on over to the Dating Over 30 subreddit. And the original poster's title is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? One more time. Is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? So stick around for that right when we get back. So, yeah, stick around. Round. We'll be right back. Yeah. Oh yeah, folks. I gotta tell you, it feels fantastic, feels great. I've been feeling great lately, and I hope you've been feeling great as well. Stick around, I've got a great message to start off the second half of the show here in a second. But let's lower the music first, lower the music. Lower the music. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely yes, absolutely yes, absolutely yes. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube. Broadcasting live on my Coach Eli 2 Uncensored Live Streams channel once again. Most of my live streams are going to be heading to this channel very, very soon. Lots of great changes have been happening. I'm going to mention some things to start off the second half of the show here in a second. So, hey, rally the troops if they're not here yet. Send out those private messages. Post it out. Share it out on your community walls. Share it out on social media. And smash the thumbs up as well. Smash the thumbs up. Yeah. Oh, man. I've got to tell you, folks, what I've been seeing that's been happening lately is amazing. And it's exactly the way things will go for you if you just feel positive and think positive within yourself. Anything is possible in life as long as you think it is possible and you keep your chin up, keep your head up, and just feel good. Like attracts like. Let me tell you something, folks. Smiles and positivity is infectious. And as crazy and stupid as it may sound to some people out here, the people that it sounds crazy and stupid to are people that really need to laugh a little bit more and smile a bit more. And really take a good hard look at yourselves in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? Am I happy being stuck in this rut? Am I happy feeling sorry for myself? Am I happy hanging around other people that are absolutely miserable and bring me down? Ask yourself those questions, folks. And when you start to sit there and really think about it, okay, you're going to say, hey, you know what? It's time to snap out of this rut. It's time to leave the negativity behind and focus on creating positive greatness. And once you do that, everything in life will just start panning out for you. Yeah, let's let the music burn itself out here. Another 10 more seconds. And then we'll get right back to it. I'm in a little bit of an emotional state. It's a happy emotional state, but I'll tell you, folks, what I've continued to see out here over the last week or so. I mean, the shift started happening, I'd say, probably about a month ago or so. And, when you have worked hard to try to get a good positive message out for the last 5 years, and no matter what you do, you keep on getting derailed, you keep on having other people do whatever it takes, gang up on you to try to impede your progress, it can kick you down, and it does take a toll on you, but only if you allow it to take a toll on you. And, what's really started to turn this around for me is just knowing what I'm worth deep within, and knowing that I'm good enough, and knowing that the only opinion of myself that really matters is my own. And regardless of what anyone else says about me or does to me, they can't kick me down. We've heard the phrase in the past many times. I'm sure you've heard it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. When you're out here on YouTube and you're creating on the largest video sharing platform in the world, It's a shared platform of over 2.3 billion people. You're going to get all walks of life. You're going to encounter everything, and it's going to really, really test your emotional strength. It's going to test everything that you've got 10 times harder than anything you've ever encountered in your real life. And this whole experience has made me much, 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 much stronger. And when you get to that point of where you have a ton of strength, nothing's going to faze you. Sticks and stones may break my bones or your bones, but words will never hurt you. Don't let the negative words of other people kick you down or prevent you from accomplishing your greatness. And you know, it's interesting to me what happens on a lot of these live streams. Initially, you know, you got about 9 or 10 people, and now there are 4 people here and nobody chatting. You know, folks, that's going to happen. The show must go on. You got to keep moving forward. You know, even when nobody's watching, you got to keep moving forward, because there's always going to be a live stream replay. There's always going to be a future show. And eventually, if you keep moving forward, regardless of how crappy your numbers are or how wildly they fluctuate, right? People are going to see that you have strength and that you continue progressing no matter what happens. I'm very, very proud of what's been happening here lately. Lots of great people been coming back. Jules came back tonight. I haven't heard from her in years. You know, Old Dirty Ninja's here. Rosie Wren is here. You know, American Dream Mike, who I've spoken with many times by phone over the past year and a half or so. He's back. And Sifu Smo Dion is back. It's great to have you back. Coach J-Rom, who I never expected to be as supportive as he has been. I greatly appreciate that. His wonderful lady, Anna. I never expected that. His wonderful lady, Anna, used to date one of my worst enemies. She got out of that relationship, and that completely changed everything. And that's awesome how that panned out. It's really interesting and amazing how things pan out. Things always seem to pan out the way they're supposed to pan out. And even some other people, you know, that I used to associate with have removed themselves from drama and have gone off to do their own thing, and they found happiness with the people they're currently associating with. So it's just really nice to see the great change that have been happening lately, and a lot more to come. So I'm not going to sit here and you know, go on this tangent all night long. I just wanted to share with you folks how I'm feeling and how grateful I am. Whether there are 10 people here, 5 people here, or only 1 person here, or even 0 people here, you know, I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get back over to the browser screen, and we're going to get to this bonus Reddit posting tonight. Where is it? Oh, that's my multicolored, you know, wooden background. There we go. But I've got to move this back because I had to shift it. I had to shift it for the previous blog. Let's see. How do we fix that? Okay. How did that happen? Give me a second here. There we go. Now we're good. I'm back. LOL. The Dreamster. Yeah, the Dreamster's back, Steve Usman. Thank you for being here again, man. I know these shows have been a little all over the place because lots of people are coming back, and you know, I don't expect to get a lot of traction because, you know, I'm filling in content in between welcoming people back. And I'll be honest, folks, it's been quite overwhelming, but it's been worth it. Let's just put it that way. So thank you again. Please pardon my dust as I get settled back into what's happening currently now. All right. This is from the subreddit Dating Over 30, and the original posters title is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? Is bad sex the first time a deal breaker if you are looking for something serious? What the original poster is saying, regardless of when sex happens for the first time with someone new, does that first time make or break the relationship? And what is my answer to that as a coach right away? Abso-fucking-lutely. It is critical. It is crucial. It's going to say a lot. But is that the only thing that matters? No. But here's the thing. Let's say you have a great mental, emotional, and spiritual bond with a woman, and you both are physically attracted to each other. But the intimacy sucks. Maybe you have a hard time, let's just say it, getting it up, right? Maybe you have performance anxiety. That first time needs to be amazing, because that's going to make a big statement of how compatible you both are. Because when two people are so into each other, they will naturally be so turned on that they're going to give each other the wildest night you could ever imagine. Okay? So yes, bad sex the first time, quite honestly, is going to be a deal breaker. Abso-freaking-lutely. But let's read what this poster wrote. Warning, long post. No problem, bro. We have time. I have been dating an amazing woman for about a month now, and it has been pretty great. Yeah, it kind of sounds like my lady, but we've been together for a little over 7 months. So 1 month, you're in the honeymoon period, and it's still new and fresh. We make each other laugh. That's great. Have tons of fun. Similar values, etc. That's perfect so far. We are both looking for something serious. Good. That's great. I like hearing when a man is looking for something serious as well as the woman. And dude, you're able to verbalize it, and your grammar and spelling is on point. I really like this posting so far. It started a bit slow physically. Well, maybe she was, maybe she was really into you and just, wanted to make sure before she, gives herself to you or something like that. But I'm sure you two had sex by the second or third date. But she came over a week ago and we were hardcore making out. We were both ready for sex, but it was that time of the month. She came over earlier this week and we went out to dinner and then back to my place for sex planned sleepover. So it sounds like to me that you two waited 3 weeks to a month to have sex. Now, that's not a problem depending on the amount of dates that you had. What I preach and a lot of other coaches like Coach Corey Wayne and Dan Bacon preach is that, sex is typically going to happen by the second or third date, sometimes the first date. If it doesn't happen by the third date, then it probably wasn't meant to be. But it all depends on, how many times you two have been seeing each other. And here's the thing. When you first meet someone, attraction is a choice. Sorry, attraction is not a choice, it's a must. I screwed that up. Attraction is a must, not a choice, right? And you're either going to feel that large rush or spark of sexual attraction right away, or it's never going to be there. That doesn't mean you're going to act on it on the first date, but if that first date, has such a high level of attraction, sexual attraction, and overall attraction, you're going to be just thinking about the next time you can get together and have sex. And it sounds like to me like your woman wasn't feeling that way, or maybe she just, wanted to make sure. And that's because of how you're showing up. That's because maybe you're not flirting enough. Maybe, you're not building up anticipation. Maybe you're not building up attraction, or maybe you're not good at seducing a woman. And that's, up to you as a man to do that. So for this to take a month, regardless of how many dates, I mean, that's quite a while. But let's see what happened. So they had sex for a planned sleepover. Okay. When we were getting into it, I asked her to go upstairs and she agreed. But she told me she doesn't give oral. Wow. Most women I know love that. Like And honestly, I'm the kind of guy that doesn't need to have a lot of that. But most women, they love doing that for their man, just like they love the man going down south on them, right? Trying to speak YouTube compliance here, okay? Let's see. Your channel is growing, says Sifu Smo. Sifu Smo says, that's interesting. I agree, definitely a deal breaker. Way too long, says Sifu Smo. I typically like sex to happen by the second date. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. It happened second date with my lady. It would have happened the first date, but I didn't want to go in the back of the Safeway. And it wasn't like my woman wasn't trying to be too forward or anything like that. But she just was really into me and really wanted to lock me down. She just felt it. But I wanted to do it right. I wanted to get a nice hotel suite and show her that, hey, you're worth more to me than doing it this first night in a parking lot. Like, that would have been hot, don't get me wrong. But, hey, I'm glad we did it the way we did it. And I think she's glad, too. Let's see. Okay, I can work with this. Just found it odd. She announced it before we were upstairs. Well, she must have had some traumatic experience getting BJs. So, I don't know. She also kept asking me if this was just a hookup. So, she's a bit jaded. Sounds like she's jaded. She's had guys probably lead her to believe they wanted a relationship, and just ended up using her for sex for a few months. And so she's jaded because probably a bunch of guys have done this to her. And she wants to be sure, right? I told her it wasn't. When we went upstairs, I think you meant to say when we went upstairs, the making out was brief, and I think she wanted to get right to it. I tend to like warming up more. I am not a machine. I asked her to touch me downstairs as I need that to get going. Dude, you sound like a fucking robot. Dude. Even a woman that's a little jaded is going to want a man to be a leader and to go for what he wants and to seduce her with your words. And dude, you don't have to sit there and say, I need a little more time for warming up and this and that. Dude, if she wants you, then take her, or just say, you know what? You really want this? Come here. And grab her, start kissing her. You start massaging her. You start giving her some foreplay, right? You need some warming up. Initiate it, dude. You're a man. Sounds like you want the woman to do the man's job. Dion, Sifu Smoke, correct me if I'm wrong. Man, this dude, wow. I asked her to touch me downstairs as I need that to get going. She did, but was a bit awkward about it, asking if I could just do it myself after I asked her to do it again later. I'd be so turned off right now. If I was this woman, I'm like, what the hell does this guy need? A roadmap to my vajayjay? I think she was inexperienced. I can, but like to feel desire too. Dude, you sound like a woman. You're not being a man. This guy's being a sissy here. He's expecting her to take the lead. Come on, bro. You're the one with the cojones, brother. I was able to get hard and put the condom on. Oh, that sucks, man. Well, I guess, maybe she was on no birth control. Maybe you didn't trust each other. I mean, yeah, you got to use condoms sometimes, but condoms suck. They do. But yeah, you got to use them sometimes. But I really had to focus. This is partially because I hate this process. This guy sounds like a whiny female dog, man. Wow, what a big dude, you're... you know what this guy sounds like, Dion? He sounds like some guy we know. We've been talking about some mid-30s millennial guy. We were having sex for a little, and she asked if I like to be told to come. He spells it C-O-M-E. That's not the proper way to spell that version of come. But in a little bit of a casual convo way, not real sexy talk. And it killed my... And I can't stop laughing at this, man. And it killed my boner because because I felt like she wasn't going to like how long I last. I can't stop, man. Even though I don't think this was what she meant, it was a miscommunication, but the damage was done. Oh my God. You guys are missing out on one hell of a story in here. Oh my God. Wow. Dude, you're supposed to be the man, supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to seduce her like a charming James Bond, right? This woman, came over for a planned sleepover. And you're sitting there sounding like a you sound like a nerdy biology student, trying to create the best formula on how to have the best sex. Like, dude, you're overthinking this, man. And you're turning her off and you're making her feel uncomfortable and not safe. You're not being a man. Some of this is probably my fault. Dude, it's all your fault. You're the man. It's all your fault. You should have led this thing, bro. Hey, welcome to my place. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Really enjoyed getting to know you. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's kick off our shoes. Let's forget about the rest of the world and have an amazing night. What do you say? Would you like something to drink? I've got some snacks. Blah, 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 right? And then you go sit her down on your couch. You watch a little TV. And then, you sit close to her. You put your arm around her. You start making out, right? Then she starts making out with you. And then you slowly lead it into the bedroom. You got to be a man and take charge. You got to be the one that preheats the oven. You got to preheat her oven, bro. It sounds like her oven is ice cold, brother. It's all your fault. I do watch porn. That's the problem. These guys nowadays watch porn, and by the time they get to the real thing, the real woman, they're desensitized. They got nothing left in the tank for the real woman. Again, another guy I know out here, a mid-30s guy, that does similar things. He's probably desensitized too. I do watch porn, and I'm making an effort to stop. Wow, so you're addicted to porn. That says a lot. But this was an instant withdrawal for her. She didn't understand how I wasn't just rock hard from the sight of her in the first place and mentioned being confused that having to stimulate me with her hand was needed. She's right, dude. Because either you weren't attracted to her or you watched so much porn, you watched so much Pornhub that you've desensitized yourself, brother. Wow, this guy's lost. How old? You didn't mention how old you were. This guy's got to be in his 20s. They got to be in their 20s. She started to feel insecure. I don't blame her, bro, because you're not showing up being a man. She's feeling uncomfortable and unsafe. There will not be another date after this. Guaranteed. I'd be surprised if she gave him another date. I assured her that it was not her in any physical way. She is absolutely stunning and one of the most gorgeous women I have been with. And then why isn't your pee-pee getting erect? I told her the anticipation all week of this made me nervous, and I was in my own head too. You're overthinking this, dude, and you're not being a man. I thought we would be able to recover and continue, but she was not willing because she stopped feeling safe and comfortable with you, bro, because you showed up acting like a woman and not a man. You got to be a fucking man, dude. You got to show up with cojones, and you got to make her feel safe and comfortable and take the lead and lead her to orgasm, lead her to pleasure. Dude, you're making this sound like a science project instead of a romantic, fun-filled overnight date. Wow, dude. Wow. I told her the anticipation all week of this made me nervous, and I was in my own head too. So, babe, did I say babe? I was thinking about my woman. So, basically, what he's saying here is that he's coming off insecure. What's happening is He's very nervous. Probably never been with a beautiful woman as her before, and he's coming off insecure. And when a man comes off insecure, that's the biggest turnoff to a woman. I thought we would be able to recover and continue, but she was not willing. She said her mood was ruined. She said she was so horny for 4 days, but now felt unwanted. That fucking hurt. She said it was supposed to be amazing. It was supposed to be amazing, but you didn't show up being a man, brother. You left your cojones at home. Well, you are at home. You left your cojones somewhere else, bro. You didn't bring your cojones with you. And you were in your own place. Wow. Wow. I would have never, ever, ever ruined this opportunity. This is exactly kind of what happened with my lady. Right? Wow. Let me see if there's anybody chatting in the chat. Nobody's chatting in the chat. It's all good. But 10 people are watching, so let's continue. She asked if I wanted her to leave, and I told her no, and that I truly, really like her and want to make this work. She said the same, and we did cuddle and have a deeper convo that night. Wow, dude. What are you, like her best friend? Are you like a buddy to her or something like that? There's something else I could say. I don't want to risk having this video removed. But dude, you sound like just a buddy hanging out, right? She said the same. We did cuddle and have a deeper convo that night. I let her know I wasn't seeing anyone else, and she said the same, but we never really agreed to be exclusive. Dude, this is the first time you're going to be intimate, and you ended up ruining it. You're nowhere near the exclusivity talk. That happens typically 2 to 3 months into the relationship, and that's the woman's place to bring it up, not yours, bro. This dude is really, really insecure. This guy has lots of insecurities, probably stemming back to his childhood. I didn't sleep all night and took a Benadryl. She did say to try in the middle of the night by just going for it, but I didn't really feel comfortable with this. What? Oh my God, dude, I swear to God, you got to check your manhood. This has got to be the most pathetic. This is the absolute most pathetic Reddit posting. I never thought I would find out about a more pathetic man than some other guy we've been talking about out here on YouTube in his mid-30s. But this dude tops it. I mean, this. So the chick is saying, she did say to try in the middle of the night by just going for it. She wants you to be a man and wake her up and just put it in. And you know what? She may even just say, put it in me with no condom. Maybe she's on the pill or the IUD or pull and pray at least, right? Dude, this woman is giving you so many chances, dude, and you're striking out. Actually, dude, you're striking out looking. You aren't even swinging the damn bat. Dude, swing the damn bat. But I didn't really feel comfortable with this. Dude, I'm afraid to say you may have to join the monastery. You know, monkhood or priesthood 101 or something like that, bro. Wow. I tried again in the morning, but that didn't work because I was exhausted, and the sleeping pill, probably not a good idea. This dude, I got to tell you, this dude is coming off worse than any other chick I've encountered on a first meeting. I have never, ever encountered a human being like this dude. Every woman I've encountered has more cojones than this guy. This is when she asked if I could get myself started again. So she's still trying to get you to bang her, bro. How many chances is it? I've lost my verbiage. How many chances is this hot chick gonna give you? You must be a really good looking guy, and she must think you're a really good guy. Wow, dude, she's still giving you chances, and you keep making excuses. She went home the next morning, but was still very affectionate before she left. Dude, she's probably horny as hell and wanted your D. And you just, for some reason, didn't have the courage, or you were too tired. Dude, you made so many excuses. Let me tell you, dude, you want to know how many times I've been intimate with my ex-girlfriends when I was super tired? Even when you're super tired, if you're really attracted to your woman, you still, get your boner, and you still are able to do it, bro. Bro, you got to go to the doctor and get yourself checked. You got to get your T levels checked, bro. Your testosterone is probably low. Now, since then, she has been very communicative, maybe even more so. Good morning and good night texts, asking about my day, etc. How in the world is this woman still interested? Like, you must have like Mother Teresa here. I can't even talk. You must have Mother Teresa here willing to give you like 1,000,000 chances. You're like a cat with 9 lives. I'm just wondering if you think this could be salvaged, or if she has begun to move on mentally. If she wasn't so communicative, I would be more clear. I like her, though, would like to try to have better sex, and I don't want to talk to other women at the moment. It's just the experience is killing me, and I want another chance to have an amazing time with her. What would you guys do, or how would you feel if you were her? Dude, if I was her, I'd be thinking like, where did you leave your cojones, your balls? And what is wrong? Why aren't you just going for it? The woman is practically begging you to be intimate with her, and you keep making excuses. It's like when she wants you, you don't want her. And when you don't want her, she doesn't want you. Or she wants you. Sorry, I didn't say that the right way. When she wants you, you don't want her. Okay? When she wants you, you don't want her. And when she doesn't want you, then you want her. Dude, I'm like, you're like the opposite. Let's see. TLDR, been dating an amazing woman looking for LTR. First time having sex was bad and awkward. Is this a deal breaker, or would you be willing to work on it? Normally it'd be a deal breaker. This woman seems to be giving you 1,000,000 chances. At some point, she's going to have enough. I think she may give you one more time, one more chance, one more time. And if you don't just go for it and rock her world, bro, that's going to be it. Edit, I went down on her in the beginning and she was enjoying it. However, something I didn't mention is that I did go down on her again when my guy wasn't ready after we did some PIV. That's millennial lingo. So you inserted it in there. But she wasn't really enjoying it. She was before all this happened because she said she needed to feel desired. I tried to explain to her that I did desire her, but I guess I didn't convince her. Dude, like, you're asking her, like, is this okay? Can I do this? Can I do that? Just do it, bro. Be a man. Dude, she's not feeling desired because you're not being a man. You're not being yourself. Okay? You're like a scared little kitty, and you should be like a raging bull. Wow. Edit 2. Change some wording around her asking about if I like to be told to come, spelled COME, the wrong spelling. This was a miscommunication and don't think she was asking to end early. I also deleted the part about me being insecure about seeing her in a week. I think that was in my head and not relevant to my question. Also, I think this post is coming across like she was some kind of horrible person. No, dude, it's making you come off like a big freaking sissy. Dude, you're acting like a woman, bro. You're actually acting like worse. You're not acting like a man. That's the problem there. I think she's inexperienced, shy with foreplay, and not setting realistic expectations. But she was also extremely nervous and insecure, and was not malicious. We did communicate after in a healthy way, and I'm glad she stayed the night. maybe you both are inexperienced, and maybe you two are just, trying to feel comfortable together. But dude, you need to be a man and you need to take the lead. And you're not doing that. Edit 3, wow, this post blew up a bit, and I want to truly thank you all for all of your posts and your opinions. Means a lot. I came into this asking if it was going to be a deal breaker for her, and most of the responses made me realize I had some rose-colored glasses on, and that I need to evaluate my feelings on the matter. Dude, you're way overthinking this, bro. This is simple. This is simple. This girl really liked you. She agreed to come spend the night at your house, and all you had to do was seduce her. Like, after 1 month, this is what I would have done, okay? You invite her over to your place. She comes in. You ask her, can I get you anything to drink, this and that? Sure. You go sit on the couch. You start talking a few minutes. And you look at her, and you just say, it's a beautiful night. I'm really glad you're here. This is awesome that we have some time to be alone here and blah, 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 right? She'll say, yeah, I feel the same way. She'll look at you, right? Then you maybe look at her and say, you know what? Fuck it. I just can't help it. Say, fuck it. I can't help it. And go over there and just grab her and kiss her. Be a man, dude. She wants to feel your masculine strength. And she's not feeling anything. That's why she's not feeling desired. When you really desire a woman, dude, you just go for it, right? You're acting like a sick, lost puppy, brother. And that's what's confusing her, right? I'm still very much going to try and make it work. And if it doesn't, so be it. But she is kind of awesome, and we have a great connection. So in my mind, it is worth it. Thanks again. I will try to respond to more posts later. Okay, time for leg day. How old is this guy? All right, we are at 1 hour and 38 minutes. I'm going to read a few comments here in the chat. The original poster actually made a comment as well, and then we're going to wrap this up here for the night. If you see something serious, then bad sex for the first time shouldn't be a deal breaker, as long as it is not bad in the sense that established or reasonable to expect boundaries were crossed. But unless it was bad for reasons that are explainable independently, examples, super tired because problems maintaining arousal, it does need to have a mature adult discussion about what you both enjoy to find common ground and confirm you aren't just fundamentally incompatible. That's just a long run-on sentence there that just bored me reading that. Like, don't even listen to that comment there. That's just way, 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 way too much. You're making this way too difficult. All he had to do was welcome her into his place, offer her a drink or snack or whatever. Would you like anything? Have a seat. Welcome to my place, my casa. This is my humble abode. You go and you sit next to her, but you give her some space initially, right? And you look at her, you start talking with her, and, next thing you know, you look to see what she does too. If she's really feeling that, she's going to start coming closer to her. And the moment she starts coming closer to you, you start moving a little closer to her. And then, you just go for it. You look at her and you're like, I just can't help this. You're just super beautiful, and you're a really wonderful, sweet lady. And I just can't help myself. And you go in there and you kiss her. And then you just, from there, go to the bedroom and do what you got to do, bro. Escalate that, right? Right? When you come off and say, I just can't help it. You're being a man. You're being honest. Women want you to be honest. They want to know that you are turned on by them, right? This woman is confused because she doesn't think she turns you on. And it's making her feel she's not beautiful enough when to most other guys, she's probably super hot. And you even said she's super hot. Original poster in the comment section states, deep down, I know you are right. She seems special outside the bedroom, so I would really like to make it work. She may not have experience in this arena of finding common ground. However, but maybe we could get there. I just hope it's not a deal breaker for her after one time. Dude, you're coming off very insecure. You keep saying, I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope, I hope. You got to stop saying, I hope, and saying, you know what? This is great. This is what we're going to do on this day. We're going to make it happen. Let's make it happen, right? See, you got to change your outlook from I hope to let's do it. Let's make it happen. I'm excited. We've been together for a month. I can't wait for you to come over. I look forward to seeing you. She'll say the same thing, right? You got to make her feel the excitement. After 1 month, if she's agreeing to come over, then she really likes you, dude. Or she wouldn't invest that time with you. In your defense, she wasn't exactly setting the mood herself by comments and behavior. It's not her place to set the mood. It's the man's job to set the fucking mood. This is what the problem is with you guys nowadays. You have no cojones, no balls. Wow. The way she was acting probably would have been a turnoff for a lot of men. No, it wouldn't have, because other men would know how to seduce a woman. Other men would know what to do with a beautiful woman that's been hanging out with them for a month and is willing to come over for a sleepover. Especially the reluctance to even touch his penis, which is weird because it is going to be inside you in a very intimate place. But touching it with your hands is too weird. Maybe she doesn't like giving BJs or something like that. I mean, come on. Then her assuming he should just be hard right away. It screams someone who either isn't experienced, doesn't know much about sex in general, or someone herself who watches a lot of porn and thinks everything should be just should just be instant. You guys are being ridiculous. I have nothing to add to that. One more reply. The impression I have from original poster is that she is just inexperienced. It doesn't matter if she's inexperienced. You are the man. You should be leading her to experience. You should be showing her the experience of a lifetime. And the fact that she's inexperienced means that she probably hasn't been with a lot of guys, and makes her more pure. And to me, that'd be more of a turn on. You can make a lasting impression on her because she's inexperienced. You can make her feel things she's never felt, which would make her feel closer to you, emotionally and mentally and spiritually, along with physically. And here's a woman saying, I think you're too focused on her. How she responded to the situation for me would be a deal breaker, and I'm a woman. And I agree. Big round of applause. There, we're getting some honesty. I think you're too focused on her. Well, he's not being manly. He's not acting masculine. Okay? He's acting very insecure. Okay? He's not assertive. He doesn't go after what he wants. And that's what attracts women to a man, an assertive man that goes after and gets what he wants. This guy's not even trying. I mean, this woman could sit there and lay out the punani on a silver platter and hand it to him, and he would be like, what is this? What do I do with this? Right? That's how he's coming off. Yeah, there's awkward sex, and then there's straight up incompatibility. I would not be trying again in this situation if I were him. Well, if I were her, I wouldn't be giving him a second chance because he doesn't know what he's doing. But hey, if she's so inexperienced too, maybe they're both in the same boat. Maybe they were meant to be together. But, most women, experienced or not, would not give this a second chance. Exactly, same here. This all just reads really, really strange on her end. Yeah, I agree. Nothing to add to that. I believe oblivious and borderline selfish is the term you're looking for. Are you talking about the guy? What are you talking about? Be more specific. I get everyone isn't into oral, but I learned a while ago that if someone leads sexy times with I don't do oral, that anecdotally we aren't going to be compatible. In the scheme of things, of what I enjoy, oral is pretty standard, fair, and if it's not on the table, giving and receiving, pretty sure most things I want aren't going to be on the table either. Exceptions for I'm on my period, so no going down on me tonight, but next time you can go down on me as much as you want. Here's the thing. This woman is inexperienced. If she says she's not into oral, it doesn't mean that she'll never be into it. She probably just really hasn't experienced it, or experienced it once and the guy didn't know what he was doing. This guy should just say, hey, baby, let me lead you to ecstasy here. Let me just show you an amazing time. And go and just start doing it. And as long as you know what you're doing and it feels good, she's not going to tell you no. And then she might say, let me try this on you. Right? But this guy's not being a good leader. That's the problem. This guy is not being a man. That's the problem. A couple more here, then we're going to wrap it up. So get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We'll be going off the air in a few minutes. No cojones like Jamie. ODN, I agree. Big round of applause. Right, this dude has no cojones, brother. ODN, if you had a hot woman at your place that was inexperienced, wouldn't you give her the best experience she ever had? And just make her feel like $1 million bucks? I mean, wow. Wow, I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want as a guy? You got a hot woman that is coming over to your place and wants you, and you don't know what to do with it. Wow. Man. Absolutely. Okay. I've been doing too many shows lately. Got to get my verbiage back. Absolutely agree. My last BF told me very quickly he didn't do oral. And guess what? He didn't want to do much else either. I bought him a toy and he got really offended and mad about it. He wasn't open to doing anything that I wanted to, and he also barely initiated. Didn't do hardly any foreplay and expected me to do all the work of sex. He just kind of laid there every time. My point is, this girl doesn't sound sexually open. It is hard to have good sex with someone who's clearly uncomfortable with intimacy and closed off. Well, you're wrong about that. This guy's not being a man. This woman basically was going to allow him to have his way with her. And even though she may have said a few things, I don't do this or that, I mean, all the guy had to do was take the leadership role, and he could have probably gotten anything he wanted from her. And a lot of times when women say that, it's just a test to see how much of a man you are and how much you're still going to try to do and get away with. They would have probably turned her on if he tried to do those things. So it's not that this woman is not sexually open. It's the fact that this guy has no balls. He has no balls. That's the truth of the matter. ODN, you love when I say that certain guys have no balls, right? We're on Coach Eli 2 Uncensored live streams. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, man. And this person, this is the last comment I'm going to read, and I'm going to go off the air. This person's responding to a comment above. It is hard to have good sex with someone who's clearly uncomfortable with intimacy and closed off. And the response to that comment from above by this person was, if all he wants is what he described, it is possible to have great to him sex with her. But if he wants more, like you and I do with our partners, nothing about her behavior suggests to me he's going to get it with her. You folks are missing the point here. Okay? A man needs to be the leader. He needs to initiate it the first time, definitely, and rock her world and make her feel so turned on and comfortable that she's going to want you to keep doing it to her, and she's going to want to keep coming back for more. Once you get her hooked, then she's going to try to do things to you to get that same feeling back. You guys aren't understanding this. This is the guy's fault. He needs to be the man. He needs to be assertive. He needs to be the leader. He needs to take charge, and he's not doing that. And that's what's turning her off. It's the fact that he's not showing up being a man, plain and simple. That's it. interesting posting there. Quite long, but very interesting. All right, we are at 1 hour and 50 minutes. All right, let's go back to full screen here. And, yeah, not a bad turnout tonight. It was all right. I appreciate you folks being here, that were here live. Jules, thank you for coming into my chat. It's been several years since we talked. I'll connect with you on Facebook tomorrow. ODN, man, it's been a great pleasure to reconnect with you, dude. I've missed those panels that we used to do, and we're going to get some things going. I'll be in touch with you folks tomorrow. J-Rom is going to be doing a show tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on the Coach J-Rom channel. I'm going to be there, and I may do a post-game show. As long as she was clean, I would go downtown. Hell yeah. Would you raw dog that too, brother? What are your thoughts about condoms, ODN, before we get out of here? I think everybody would answer that question the same way. But, Coach J-Rom will be doing a stream on his channel tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And after that, I may end up doing a post-game show on Coach Eli 2 right here. I will definitely be doing a Walking with Purpose stream on my main channel at some point tomorrow, the Coach Eli, Elias Melas channel. So go over there and subscribe. Bang the bell, select the notifications if you haven't. Just go and search for Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Also, I believe the link is below in the description. And Nipot's been sharing the link in my chat to my main channel as well. All right, folks, we're going to get on out of here. Have yourselves a great one. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.